Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. This is a little bit of a different unseen video. We don't have a fun folder because there was only a couple of bits, so I've just put them into other. There's just lots of promotion and media and interviews hyping up Wrestlepalooza this weekend. They really are going big for trying to promote that. So I just feel like there's loads of comments and quotes and loads of stuff like that, but loads of really interesting bits. So let's get straight into it. So here, Hannah, thank you. Look at this. Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, Nia Jax. So this is an official shirt, and on the shirt is a match that has not yet been announced, and that is Tiffany versus Nia versus Jade for the WWE Women's Championship. So that's, Sam found that from TikTok. Hannah showed me. This has done the rounds. I did see an update actually from WrestleVotes. So we need to try and find it. Look at all this we've got to get through. So, Edward, thank you. This was WrestleVotes just 4 hours ago. Asked a source about that Tiffany Nia Jade matchup graphic on the shirt. They said the plan is to feature the match on the card, hence its placement. However, it depends on Tiffany's status. She missed NXT Homecoming and she remains TBD as of yesterday, so to be determined. Expect clarification tomorrow night on SmackDown. So we absolutely could be getting another match added to Wrestlepalooza. That match spoiled by a t-shirt, which is just really crazy, really wild, but very, very fun as well. Right, this coming from Fightful. So an ESPN executive said that Wrestlepalooza's scheduling had got less to do with wrestling competition, but it was actually more just competition in general. And I do actually think there is some truth to this, because I think as wrestling fans, we get very fixated on WWE versus AEW. But the truth is, like, football causes massive problems for WWE, right? Video games cause massive problems for WWE. Basically anything that is going to take people's attention away from WWE is clearly a problem. So here they were just saying WWE is scheduled through the rest of the year, throughout the rest of 2025. There's been a number of dates already on the calendar. We were just laser focused on launching WWE, and we knew that we needed that to be around September to support the launch of the new app, that ESPN direct consumer app. Right? So it had less to do with going up against wrestling competition. In fact, we take a holistic view. We know there's competition everywhere, and we're certainly in the fall on Saturdays. I don't need to explain to this group, there's no shortage of college football competition throughout the day. We're in the teeth of football season now, so we welcome competition. So that was kind of interesting from ESPN. Just gives you a bit of a glimpse into their mindset, right? They're not just solely focused on AEW. Obviously, it's so much bigger than that. So interesting comment. I thought wrestling's biggest fan. Thank you. Hannah, again, thank you. So this coming from John Alba. So multiple WWE and TNA sources are saying that Joe Hendry is in the process of largely being phased out of TNA programming and being integrated more into WWE. So the internal expectation across people in both companies is that he will be WWE full-time at the beginning of 2026. So obviously we got a little way to go, right? We've still got to get through September, October, November, December, but by the beginning of 2026, he's expected to be full-time WWE. TNA president Carlos Silva said that Hendry is still currently under a deal with TNA, and that NXT and TNA coordinate their talent usage together as part of the partnership. So there we go, some clarity that Joe Hendry is, well, unsurprisingly wanted by WWE. We've seen him featured so many times, but yeah, it looks like he should be a full NXT roster member by early 2026. Mitchell, thank you. Internal discussions are being held about having PLEs in Japan, Mexico, and Spain over the next few years. That coming from Body Slam Net. Again, Wrestle Purists, man, they got so much. They do a really great job of like pulling all this stuff together. So, Edward, thank you. So, sources indicate that WWE are considering one more AAA streaming event before the end of the year. Speculation points to Survivor Series weekend. So, we should be getting another AAA show by the end of the year. Right here, Crispy Wrestling. This coming from PW Insider Elite. Wade Barrett is internally listed as being on the commentary team for Wrestlepalooza. Now, that's kind of interesting because I would imagine the lead commentator would be Michael Cole. And we know that Pat is going to be back for Wrestlepalooza, right? It's in Indianapolis. I believe that is obviously where Pat played as well. So I'm fully expecting Pat to be part of that show. So we only tend to have like a 2-man booth. Of course, we can go to 3, but is that what we're looking at? Are we looking at Michael, Pat, and Wade? I personally wasn't expecting Wade to be part of the commentary team, so him being listed, I just thought was very interesting. This is really interesting. John Cena, Brock Lesnar is set to open Wrestlepalooza on Saturday. So, Hannah, again, thank you. So, yeah, this is really interesting because I think it was Joe Tessitore that said in an interview the other day, your main event for Wrestlepalooza is going to be John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. And so it seemed to me that he was saying that was the match that was going to close the show, and it seemed that way to a lot of other people as well. WWE do have a habit of doing this, though, and that is just basically calling several matches the main event, even though it doesn't actually close the show. So I don't know if Joe's not just done that. But yeah, I was under the impression this was going to be the final match on the card. But word has now come out today it's actually going to open the show. So what does that mean? Because in my mind, if this was going to close the show, I actually thought there was a really good chance we could get The Rock. Because he doesn't need to get in the ring. He doesn't need to do much. He can just do what he did at Bad Blood, come walking out, do the hand thing, you know. I actually thought he might come out and sort of show respect to John Cena. I don't expect them to have a match before John retires. So I thought he could come out on Wrestlepalooza, this big show, the first show on ESPN, provide a Sports Center moment where he comes walking out and points at John, you know, just gives his respect type situation. But now this is opening the show, I'm thinking that's probably not going to happen. So, yeah, very interesting. Right, yes, thank you. It's Kaz. So, Bleacher Report have ranked their 25 greatest women's wrestlers in WWE history, and look who's come out at number 1. I mean, I don't know if she's going to do another promo before Saturday, but she's definitely mentioning this. There is no way she's not going to be mentioning this, right? I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, what do we think about this? My thoughts are, first of all, it's Bleacher Report. It's pretty irrelevant, right? But then also, how have they ranked it? I mean, I don't think they've ranked it by in-ring ability. I think they've ranked it maybe by achievements. Or have they ranked it by just overall star power? I actually don't know how it's ranked. It's just quite loose, like these are the greatest. Is it just an opinion piece? Like, who knows, right? So I certainly wouldn't be getting upset about it. I mean, for me, I'd have AJ higher, for example, and there's definitely things I would move around. Although, do love that. Like Bull Nakano, but to be honest, she only had a handful of matches in WWE, so I don't know that she like belongs there if you're just judging her by WWE. But if you're going to judge her by her career, she's flipping up here. She's not down there. She's up here. I don't know. So anyway, let's go through. So we got Michelle McCool, Jacqueline, Bull Nakano, Shayna Baszler, Alondra Blaze, who was the woman that got me into women's wrestling. Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss. I think Alexa Bliss stands will be a bit annoyed that she's that low. AJ Lee, I can speak on behalf of us. AJ Lee stands. We're annoyed she's that low. Mickie James, Natalya, Beth Phoenix, the Bella Twins together. Io Sky, Paige, Ronda Rousey, I think, is going to raise a few eyebrows. And, leave your comments in the comments below. Here we've got top 10. Lita, Asuka, Chyna, Bianca Belair, Bayley, Sasha, Rhea, Trish, Charlotte, and Becky. So that means that the 4 horsewomen, the weakest member, the least great member was Bayley. Then it was Sasha just. Then it was Charlotte. But the greatest member of the 4 horsewomen and the greatest woman to ever wrestle in WWE, Becky Lynch. So there we go. Again, it's not worth getting upset about, but someone has got a little upset about it. Nasty, nasty work. Actually, was Naomi there? Did I read Naomi? Is she not on this list at all? Does she not feature at all? I did not even notice that. I just thought she was upset about her placement, and yeah, so she should be. Well, if you was giving this any kind of credit, I think that credit just went out the window, didn't it? So there we go. I think Bleacher Report are going to have to proceed with caution. I haven't just completely missed her, have I? I mean, I don't remember reading her name out. I mean, it's not that I've just gone like Naomi blind. No, she's just not there at all. Wow. Okay. Nasty, nasty work. Right, sources indicate that WWE and a major food and beverage company have been in discussions about a promotional sponsorship and dual branding agreement, all connected with El Grande Americano. It doesn't actually say what the company is, so I can't say it's Nestle or whatever. But, yeah, well, apparently there's a company really interested in working with El Grande Americano. That coming from WrestleVotes Radio, right? Seth Rollins was talking about his new role as a host. He said he's got about 20 appearances from September to February. He said it should be Good Morning Football stuff, but it might be the odd Sunday thing. And he said it's not a bad gig, so he's quite excited about it. I'm fortunate right now to do both of these things, and kudos to WWE for letting me do this as well. So that was an interview that he had with Sports Illustrated. So, Edward, thank you. Yeah, word coming through that they are going to allow the WWE superstars to have Black Friday off. So that's the day after Thanksgiving. So that means that they're going to have to tape that show. So, yeah, that's what's coming up. That's a change that's coming up. Black Friday, that episode of SmackDown is going to be taped. Okay, for those in WWE that want to feature Rey in a major role, right? So, as part of the ongoing AAA rollout, Mysterio is said to be progressing well after his surgery. Sources indicate that WWE are considering at least one more AAA streaming event before the end of the year, pointing to Survivor Series. So, we know about that bit, but apparently they are looking for Rey Mysterio to have a major role with this AAA rollout. So, I mean, he's been featured very, very heavily on those AAA big shows, of course. So, looks like he'll probably do something with that. I mean, of course, his son is the AAA Mega Champion. So, easily we could do a Rey Dominic rematch with that belt on the line. Maybe we do that on the show that's going to be around Survivor Series weekend. So, see what I mean about just so much news and speculation and rumor and just so much going on. War and Treaty are going to be doing God Bless America at Wrestlepalooza. Now, I think we had these guys do God Bless America or America the Beautiful at a WrestleMania. I had not heard of these guys And I swear, the only time I've ever seen them was when they performed at WrestleMania, or it could have been a SummerSlam. It was one of those major shows, of course. So, yeah, it'll be nice, actually, to see them. Oh, here we go. They previously performed at WrestleMania 40 and on the December 8th SmackDown. Literally the only time I've ever even seen them or heard of them. So, I seem to remember they were really good, though. So, I am going to look forward to that. So, EO Sky said, come and see me. So, the Wrestlepalooza store opened up today or Thursday, right? And there was an opportunity, or there will be opportunity, to get a free photo op with Maxine Dupree on the Friday. Or if you go on the Sunday, you can meet EO Sky, which is amazing, isn't it? How exciting is that? Free photo opportunities. So I'd imagine that is going to be absolutely rammed. Okay, Cody Rhodes was asked who he thinks is going to take over from Triple H. He said, I think there's starting to become a fight for it, and I didn't see that at first. Well, obviously, I'm the best candidate. I felt like I've got some experience, but it's also very clear that CM Punk is really great at helping develop young talent. He's probably got a knack for it more than anyone. Seth Rollins is a little bit more rough around the edges, but probably would be an outstanding boss when it comes down to it, but I'd love to throw my name in the hat. I don't know if I'm ready to do it officially yet. I mean, the job doesn't exist. Triple H has got it, but the fact there's three of us, plus tons of others, Bayley, Roman, they'll always have a say. You've got an older locker room right now, so eventually those positions, see if you can do good, because it's not always booking. The industry is not easy. Triple H is doing a great job, so thankfully we've got him for quite some time. I think we went a bit all over the road there. But, yeah, I mean, of course, a lot of people very, very interested in taking over from Triple H. And I would imagine the best person to do it would be Shawn. I mean, Shawn is literally doing the job of being in charge of a promotion right now down with NXT. And that is what Triple H did, ran NXT, and then, you know, went up and worked alongside Vince and then took over the main roster. I don't know if Shawn would be interested in following that path, but it certainly feels like he, to me, is the best person to take over. If something was to happen with Triple H or he was to step away, Shawn would be the one I think we would all turn to first. But I know that he just loves being in Florida. I don't know that he wants to be on the road, so yeah, don't know. Right, this was one that was going to be in the fun folder. And you can see here, that is the one they're selling. And that is Mr. Iguana's Yaeska or whatever it's flipping called. I think this one looks better. I think the one they're actually selling on WWE Shop for the first time ever looks better. So there we go. Father and son, said Mr. Iguana. I just wanted to show this as well, because I replied with that. Now, I think we've looked at it before. I'm sure it's featured in Unseen, but it was just a great opportunity just to show that you can get Demonito as well. It's £96 here in the UK, which is going to be like $100 plus. Probably $100, I'd imagine. So there we go. You can get Demonito for quite an expensive price, but it's a very detailed item. I mean, it does look really good. So you can get Demonito or you can get Mr. Iguana's Iguana. Okay, Shawn joked about his final match, and he makes a really good point. He's like, look, my final match where I'm carrying the performance and it's all on me. That is me, Undertaker, WrestleMania 26. If people want to count what I did in Saudi Arabia, that's just me with my mates. Like, that is not me putting in, like, any sort of, like, big grand performance. That's just me having fun with my mates. I don't class that as my last performance. And he's like, you know, if I was to be in the Rumble next year, would that be considered my final performance? And Chris Van Vliet is like, you're going to be in the Rumble? He's like, no, oh God, what have I started now? So, yeah, it's kind of he's like, no, I'm definitely 100% not in that. I'm just making a point, right? So don't expect Shawn in the Rumble. But, yeah, I get what he's saying, though. I mean, technically it is his final match, the one in Saudi Arabia. But I do get what he's saying about, like, no, that one where it's just me, Undertaker, and I'm really having to carry my end of the bargain. Like, I didn't really have to do that in that Saudi tag match, you know. Good interview, actually. I mean, I have watched about half of it so far, so I need to finish up the rest. Right, as of recently, sources indicate that there haven't been any discussions about doing a Roxanne Liv Morgan feud when Liv returns. How surprising is that? I mean, I can't be the only one thinking that that's exactly what we were built into, was a Liv versus Roxanne feud, but apparently there haven't been any discussions. That coming from Body Slam Net. Roman Reigns, SCN, said it's because Liv's going to win the Rumble, which she could do. I mean, she is expected to be back in time. Now, I know this is not WWE related, and I don't really like to stray away from WWE because otherwise Unseen would just get too bloated. But this is just, you know, this was probably one of the biggest wrestling stories of the year. And so there's a big update just an hour ago. Raja Jackson was arrested today on a felony charge for the brutal attack of Psycho Stu. We know the police were looking into this, so we knew that there was going to be action. And yeah, I mean, it took ages. That's been what a lot of people have been saying, like, how come that took so long? But, well, listen, it's happened, so that's good. They have arrested him, so we'll have to see kind of where it goes from here. So, Edward, again, thank you. Yeah, Rich Holland. This was random. J Omega, thank you. Rich Holland rocked up to TNA and attacked Mike Santana, which, very strange. I mean, Rich Holland has been in Evolve trying to find himself, trying to figure out a way forwards, and now here he is just running into TNA. It's a very weird name of all the people to have kind of invades. I don't know why they chose Rich Holland. I don't know why they didn't go with like a Josh Briggs or someone along those lines, you know. But hey, yeah, fine, okay. So the Steam Pig, Rich Holland, getting involved with TNA, and we know that TNA were very upset the other day. They were tweeting out about it. They felt disrespected that the TNA titles being put up between NXT talents, and that match, of course, next Tuesday. And so there's every chance we see a lot of TNA talent invading, getting involved on NXT next week. So NXT next week is going to be a lot of fun. Alexa Bliss is reportedly part of the new upcoming Call of Duty Mobile WWE collaboration that's going to feature in Season 9. No details other than that. That came from Leakers on Duty. I'm guessing that's like a Call of Duty dirt sheet. And so, yeah, she's going to be featured in this kind of crossover that's going to be happening down the road. So, again, Edward, thank you. Charlotte was saying what an amazing job Alexa had done, just talking about Alexa, in making Charlotte a lot more relatable, bringing out Charlotte's human side, and just like she was so grateful for kind of what's happened after WrestleMania. I think Charlotte's really enjoying herself being with Alexa. I think it was an absolutely fantastic move. We all wondered after that feud with Tiffany where they would go next, what they would do with Charlotte. You know, that whole thing was quite unprofessional, the builds. There was obviously a lot of real life issues and drama. And so it's like, what do you do with Charlotte? And it seems like Triple H has kind of put his arm around her and gone, listen, let's try and make this fun again, right? This shouldn't be this difficult. We need to make it fun. He's put her with Alexa. They're having a great time. We're seeing that coming through. People are really connecting with it. And she's like, man, I got nothing but love and respect for what Alexa has kind of helped achieve. And as well as that, she said that she pays about $15,000 for each of her robes. She said it's important to invest in herself. And actually, I've heard this before. I remember an interview when she kind of first came to the main roster. She was saying that her dad said, don't wear your shirts. Like, if they make Charlotte Flair shirts, don't wear them. Because that's for people to buy and support you. You don't need to wear them. Like, you're the star. wear your robes, wear your amazing ring gear, like look amazing. And if people want to support you, they can buy the shirt to support you. You don't need to wear the shirt. And I always thought that was a really interesting take, because you see a lot of superstars wearing their own shirts, basically trying to promote them, right? If you like this shirt I'm wearing, get to WWE shop and buy one right now, right? But you don't really see Charlotte wearing her shirts. She doesn't really do it. And it always reminds me back to that. Apparently it was Ric Flair that said that to her. So she pays $15,000 for her robes. I can believe that. I think she wants to look every bit the megastar and shine as bright as she possibly can. So very interesting. Right, have you seen this? I think I bookmarked it, but this has no subtitle, said Edwards. Yeah, this is all right. It's interesting. I just included it because it's just further in that sort of issue. So Asuka basically says, I never want to be high and mighty with people. You know, I love Kairi. She knows she can talk to me, and all Kairi does in the background is look worried and just sort of nod along, smile every once in a while and just sort of nods. And Asuka's like, you know, I don't believe in that system in Japan where the juniors have to always look up to the seniors. Like, we don't do that, do we, Kairi? And Kairi's like, no. She's just nodding along. And it's quite fun. It is quite fun. But, yeah, Asuka gaslighting Kairi and lying in front of her face about making a positive environment for them. So, yeah, this is from her new YouTube video. Right, and here CM Punk just posted on Instagram the cover to the movie Night Patrol. That's going to be in theaters on January 16th. So, new movie featuring CM Punk coming soon. So you can see just so much kind of news, rumor, lots of media interviews. There's just a lot of noise at the moment as we're just literally, a day or so away from Wrestlepalooza. Community-wise, not loads. We've just got this from Junkwax Obsessed. Said, my wife's pipe bomb. CM Punk came in today. She was a happy lady. Very nice. With the cross-legged. Very, very cool. So there we go. A new Funko Pop that looks very good. And I think we got a lot in thanks. So we'll do thanks. We'll get out of here. So Edward, as always, thank you. Chris, Alan, Ajax, Chanel, Jim, Raymond, Mitchell, Sweet Jim Wrestling, Wrestling's biggest fan, He Who Smiles, Claire Webb, and Silverback Walker. Not as many as I thought, actually. I thought there was a lot more. But there we go. Awesome. Appreciate the support as always. We'll be back later with SmackDown, of course. After that, we will do the Talking Points video. We will do another episode of Unseen. But everything is pointing to Wrestlepalooza, when we'll be starting nice and early, of course, so that we can cover the pre-shows and then go into Wrestlepalooza, where we'll do a Talking Points video and an Unseen, and it's going to be a busy Saturday, a busy weekend, but we wouldn't want it any other way. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.